let us understand now the simple basic mathematics needed to understand the matrices which are used for representations. One essential thing, we are doing various operations. In that, rotation is an operation, and to rotate the molecule, two options are there, clockwise or anti-clockwise. I asked you the question one time, which angle is positive? Spontaneously you said clockwise is positive, because it is taught to us that the clockwise angle is positive. But in true sense, from mathematics point of view, angle measured in anti-clockwise direction is positive. Now question arises, why is it so? For that, you should know the basic aspect of the mathematics. We divide the 360 degree in 4 quadrants by means of simply consider x and y axis, means a planar angular measurement and the division I am considering. Right side, now from your point of view, right side is a positive direction of x axis, upside positive direction of y axis. So it is our first quadrant. To its left side, means it's a y positive direction, x negative direction. Which quadrant it is? It is the second quadrant. Now, negative direction of the x-axis and negative direction of y-axis. It is our third quadrant. And last, negative direction of the y-axis and positive direction of the x-axis. Which quadrant is? Fourth quadrant. So we divide those angles in 4 quadrants. First, second, third and fourth. Everywhere 90 degree angle is there. So while moving to these quadrants, what we did, positive x to positive y, means from here angle is 0, angle became 90, angle became 180, angle became 270, then angle became 360 degree. So this direction of motion, this direction of measurement, what it is, clockwise or anti-clockwise? See, 0, 90, 180, 270, then 360. This is anti-clockwise measurement. Therefore, we will consider angle measured in anti-clockwise direction as positive, because it will change our representation. Therefore, convention should be the very clear cut. Angle measured in anti-clockwise direction will be positive. And here we are using few trigonometric measurements and result finding. You should know some trigonometric data. Sine function and cos function. These two functions, if you know, then also will do. If I consider angles of variation, 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree we don't use, therefore I am not mentioning. 60 degree, 90 degree and 180 degree. This much basic you should know. What is sine 0? 0. Sine 30, 1 by 2. Half. Sine 60, root 3 by 2. Sine 90, 1. And sine 180, 0. What about cos? Cos 0, 1, which was there for in case of sine 90, no, it came for the 0. Cos 30, it is root 3 by 2, which was the sine 60. Cos 60, it is half, which was sine 30. Cos 90, 0, which was sine 0. And cos 180 is minus 1. So these basic trigonometric values you should know. If you work with that, repeatedly apply, then certainly you will remember. But without losing hopes, you have to work on them. Then you will remember. And once you remember, you can confidently apply those things. Means application and memorization, both are related to each other. We deal with the angular measurement. Means suppose if C2 axis is there, then we rotate by 180 degree. At that time, sine 180 or cos 180 will come for your help. If we consider C3 axis, then C31 rotation by 120 degree, but 120 degree is not here. How to find that? I'll inform. Wait. If I consider C4 rotation by 90 degree, sin 90 degree or cos 90 degree will come for help. If I consider C6 axis rotation by 60 degree, that can come. Now let us see how to find trigonometric values for 120 degree rotation. For that, again the basic. What are the 4 quadrants are there? I'll label them as A, S, T, C. All schools are closed. Take care. So A means what? First quadrant. S, second quadrant. T, third quadrant. And C, fourth quadrant. A, S, T, C. What does it mean? A means all are positive. Sine positive and cos positive. tan also remain positive. S means only sine positive in second quadrant. T means tan is positive in third quadrant. And C means cosine value, cos value is positive in the fourth quadrant. Just analyze it properly. When sine and cos are positive, tan also will be positive. Here, sine only is positive, means cos is negative. If cos is negative, tan also will be negative. Therefore, alone sine is positive, cos and tan are negative. In third quadrant, tan is positive, means sine and cos are negative. Only tan is positive. Here other possibilities, their sine and cos are positive, but it is not in third quadrant. In fourth quadrant, only cos is positive, means sine is negative. Because of negative sign, tan also will be negative. It's the meaning of this ASTC. I repeat, in first quadrant, all are positive. In second quadrant, only sine positive. In third quadrant, tan is positive. Only tan is positive. And fourth quadrant, cos is positive. Out of that, what are the values for sine and cos? That is our importance. Wherefore I am saying this, so that you can derive, you can calculate at your own, and by repeated calculation you can remember those things. We have to find out 120 degree, sine 120 degree. Let us find. So where is 120 degree? It is in first quadrant or in second quadrant? It is in second quadrant. This angle will be there. So 120 degree angle comes in second quadrant. How can I represent 120 degree in terms of axis? 90 plus 30. Or other way, 180 minus 60. Anyway, I discussed with the first way. 90 plus 30. So sine 90 plus 30. When we measure 90 angle there, means from 0 to 90, means x-axis becomes y-axis. So if there is change in axis in that representation, then we have to change the function. Sine becomes cos. Cos will become sine. So now sine function is there, so it will become cos. And which angle is there? 30. So it will be the cos 30. But yet answer is not completed. You have to ask question. That 120 degree angle is in second quadrant, and in that quadrant our original function, that's a sine function, positive or negative? Yes, in second quadrant sine is positive. So answer is what? Positive. So cos 30 will be the answer. What is cos 30? Right, root 3 by 2. So answer of sine 120 degree is root 3 by 2. Other way, how can I find out? Because 120 degree I can consider by 180 minus 60. Let me write. Sine 180 minus 60. 180 degree. 180 degree means x-axis at 90 degree becomes y, and at 180 degree it becomes x. So axis remains same. Axis not change. If axis not change, don't change the function. So sine will remain sine. But which angle is here now? Now angle is 60. So sine 60 will be there. Then ask the question that 120 degree is in which quadrant? It is in second quadrant. If it is in second quadrant, then sine function positive or negative? Sine function is positive. That's the original function. So answer is positive. Sine 60. What is sine 60? Root 3 by 2. We are getting the same answer. So what is our formula? Whatever the angle is there, split that angle in such a way that's a 90 plus something, or 180 minus something, or 180 plus something, or 270 minus something, or 0 means 360 degree, 0 plus something or 0 minus something. In that way it will come. If it remains 90, then change in axis, change in function. If it remains 180, no change in axis, function will not change. If 270 degree means 3 pi by 2, axis change, so function will change. If 0 degree or 360 degree, function will change? No, because axis has not changed. So change in function and sine as per the ASTC rule that we will give. Let us apply this for cos 120. Cos 120, how can I split 90 plus 30? When I say 90, is there change in axis? Yes. So function will change or not? Yes. So what is the answer? Sine. What is the angle there? 30. So sine 30. Whether that value 120 degree has positive original function, that's a cos value, or negative? 120 degree in second quadrant. So in second quadrant, cos is negative. So answer will be minus sine 30. And what is sine 30? Half. So answer of cos 120 degrees minus half. Let us verify by means of other method that 120 degree I can represent by 180 minus 60. So cos 180 minus 60. 180, is there change in axis? No, don't change function. Cos will remain cos. Which angle is there? 60. So cos 60. But let us wait for the sine. So angle is 120 degree. 120 degree in second quadrant. In second quadrant cos function, that's the original function, is negative. So minus cos 60. What is cos 60? Half. So answer is minus half. Means cos 120 degrees minus half. Important. Sin 120 degree root 3 by 2. Cos 120 degree minus half. Is it clear? Similarly, we can find out rotation by 60 degree, say anti-clockwise direction, and rotation by minus 60 degree. That's a clockwise direction. So we know sin 60, cos 60. What about minus 60? What about minus theta? What is sine minus theta? Sine minus theta is minus sine theta. You can work with the same principle. Minus theta means what we will write? 0 minus theta. 0 means no change in axis. There is no change in axis, so function will remain as it is, sine. And theta is there, we will write theta. 0 minus theta, it is in fourth quadrant, and fourth quadrant sine is positive, negative. Therefore, sine minus theta is minus sine theta. Similarly, we will understand cos minus theta is cos theta. So whatever these values we were using, it is because of this basis. So basis I made it clear to you. The purpose to explain this, few students remain, they do not know the things, so they should understand the meaning of those terms. We should able to remember it properly. Therefore, purposely I am preparing this simple mathematical basics involving video. One more, just you remember, sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta means 2 sine theta cos theta. Cos 2 theta means cos square theta minus sine square theta. Actually, we could able to derive that sine A plus B from that A and B if are equal. That's a sine 2a or sine 2 theta, you will get that. Or cos a plus b, you will find that. I repeat, sine 2 theta means 2 sine theta cos theta, and cos 2 theta means cos square theta minus sine square theta. See, instead of minus, if you place the plus there, value will change. Cos square theta plus sine square theta. What is the answer? It is 1. Means sine square theta plus cos square theta, likewise we consider. Let you know these equations also, which are the basis for sine 2 theta or cos 2 theta, and these equations we are using later while deriving matrices. Sine A plus B is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, and cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. See, in case of the sine A plus B, functions are changing, sine A cos B, cos A sine B. And in case of the cos function, addition, cos A cos B, cos A cos B, function is same. And sine A sine B, function is same. With this difference, you will easily understand, and keep in mind, in case of cos A plus B, in the answer, there is a minus sign, cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. So other many functions are there, but we are not using them, only this much. So what I want from you, I want that you should understand anticlockwise measurement is positive. I want that you should know the values of sine and cos functions for the angles 0, 30, 60, 90 and 180 degree. I want that you should know to find the odd angle, say 120 degree or 240 degree. You can work for that. Because when we perform C32, C32 means rotation by 240 degree. So you can find 240 degree rotation by our method 180 plus 60 degree. In that way you can find, or minus 120 degree in reverse way. You can work out for that. But hint I had given to you. The basics I made clear for you. Are you getting? As a one more exercise, let us find sine 240 degree. Sine 240 degree means here 180 degree plus 60 degree. So sine 180 plus 60 degree. 180 means is there change in axis? No. So function will remain as it is. Keep sine. 60. Now ask the question, that 240 degree is in which quadrant? Third quadrant. And in third quadrant, that angle is positive or negative? Only tan is positive, so sine is negative. So answer is minus sine 60. What is sine 60? Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So answer is minus root 3 by 2. Similarly, the cos 240, how can I find? Cos 180 plus 60 degree. 180 means there is no change in axis, so it remains as a cos 60 degree will keep, and in that third quadrant where the 240 degree angle is there, their cos function is negative. So minus cos 60, what is the answer? Minus half. As a homework, the question to you, you have to find sine value for minus 120 degree and write the answer in the comment box. Is it clear?